squashed my dreams of being in the opera.
It's actually a little.
Was it a bucket of pig's blood that spilled on her?
Oh yeah, that too. That was a prom or something, I think. Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah. Let's find out. Let's meet some of the cast first. Their names and the parts that they play in this production. Good morning. We'll start with you.
Hi, I'm River Lundskog. I'm 14, and I'm going to be playing the role of a geisha. A geisha is a Japanese artist who is trained in the arts of singing, dancing, and entertaining. I'm also Madama Butterfly's friend.
Okay, awesome.
Good morning. My name is Deborah Sidaway, and I'll play in Act 1, Mama, which is Butterfly's mother. And in Act 3, I will play Kate Pinkerton, who is the American wife, the other woman.
Awesome. And Linda, what part do you play in this?
I'm singing the role of Chocho-san, and her nickname is Butterfly. Butterfly is also a geisha, and she's about to get married. She's actually, she lives in Nagasaki, Japan, and she and her friends are coming up the hill of the harbor to the house where she's about to be married to an American Navy Lieutenant, Benjamin Franklin Pinkerton.
Wow, those are some pretty big names. The story itself, the whole opera itself, is it a story of a young woman coming of age? Can you tell us a little bit background of the story?
She is coming of age. She's 15 years old. She's getting married. It's an arranged marriage. She's marrying for love. However, Pinkerton is marrying for convenience. And as soon as, not long after they get married, Pinkerton leaves to go with his Navy ship back to America. And in the meantime, Butterfly has had a baby, and she waits 3 years for his return. And then when he comes back, he brings his American wife. So he's married for convenience.
We'll give you a quick sample of what you can expect. Check this out.
Got some people who have been singing opera to us this morning. We're going to class it up a little bit, B.
Yeah. Did you enjoy that short performance that we gave you? Just give you a taste. Did you like that?
Yeah, they're awesome, obviously.
Yeah, those ladies were amazing. And so it kind of leads me into our next question, our next guest, Tyler. So what do you do? Obviously you're part of this production, but is your career in music? Do you do singing stuff?
It is. I'm an opera singer. I also teach private voice lessons. I teach music classes.
Okay.
I'm studying to become a professor at a university, and all things about the voice. So just about everything I do has to do with singing. So
you're the perfect person I want to ask this. So I've heard the ladies earlier singing, and my question is, are their vocal cords structured different? Are opera singers, are they
not really? Not really. I mean, more athletic, more well-trained. I was thinking about it. It's like Michael Jordan, you know. Different athletes are basically built the same, but Michael Jordan just has that special ability to coordinate everything just right, to balance it just right, so he can do those amazing things that he does.
Same thing with opera singers.
With opera singers is the same thing. There are maybe some minor differences that can make a difference, but ultimately everybody's structured basically the same. Your voice is about the same as mine. In fact, our voices are very similar to many other mammals. Deer and dogs, it's very, very similar structure.
Our vocal cords?
Our vocal cords, our vocal folds, as we like to call them, are very, very similar to other mammals.
I'm sure everybody's seen this, you know, what is the traditional, you've seen that video where there's an opera singer singing at a high-pitched voice. How does that happen? Do I have to dig down deep? How do I do that?
Well, it does take a certain amount of power, but mostly it's about matching the pitch of the item that you're vibrating. Everything vibrates or has a pitch that it can vibrate at, and so if you match that just right, you get it shaking and shaking, and all of a sudden it just can't quite handle the shaking, and it'll break.
Dan, I want to try that. You know, Tyler's going to be, he can kind of be the judge. But you tell me, Dan, if I need to go higher to crack the glass, or whatever I need to do, maybe lower. All right, I
Probably higher.
We found one here.
Okay.
All right, so you just tell me if I need to adjust my pitch. All right.
You got
What do you think? Do you think I have what it takes to be an opera singer?
I think you have what it takes.
got quite the range.
Amazing.
Amazing. I'm glad you thought so, Carrie. Thank you. I've heard you sing. I don't really know if that's a compliment. What that is. All right.
Because it takes one to know one. If you're not one, you don't know one.
Ty, thank you so much. We're going to let Tyler go warm up. We'll have him come back in the 7 o'clock hour, and he'll sing something. We'll introduce his character. Coming up next, we're going to show you what it takes to become a geisha. All right? See you guys in a little bit.
Wow.
Okay. You're helping us all choose careers this morning.
Thanks, B.
And part of it, obviously the music and the singing, that's where the magic really happens. But you also need to look the part, dress the part, and so that you can escape. Just like anything, if you're going to the theater, which opera is, if you're going to a movie, any kind of production like that, you want to go there to escape. So in this segment, we want to just talk about your transformation. I mean, how long does it take to get in the part, to look the part, the makeup? How long does it take you?
Usually it takes, the makeup takes 10 to 15 minutes, and then the wig takes a long time because you have to pin curl your hair and then braid it and put it up and then put the wig cap on and then put the wig on. The clothing doesn't take as long. I do need help from Deborah when I do put it on because I do wear an obi, which we will be showing you later.
And how accurate is the makeup?
This makeup is very accurate to what you would wear instead of...
Both of the geishas wear throughout the production is the traditional shimada style, which is a chiffon where they bring everything up. And it was believed in the Jumo period that the thin rods that they placed in the hair, so they decorate their hair with these barrettes, clips, but the rod was believed to be magical. It warded off evil spirits, and that's when they took to wearing those in their hair. And based on your status within your geisha apprenticeship, you'll wear more elaborate or more decorations.
Was there a hierarchy system?
There is, because the typical geisha goes through about a 3-year period of apprenticeship, and then when they become a mature geisha, the makeup changes and becomes a little more subtle, and they're allowed to change it up a little bit.
Then we're just learning more and more every time we come back. When we come back, hopefully Tyler will be warmed up, and we'll have him sing a number and introduce his character in this production. See you guys what he does. And I want to ask you the first question, though. Dan wanted to know, are you Mr. Butterfly?
I am not Mr. Butterfly. Mr. Butterfly is the American sailor who marries Madama Butterfly.
Okay.
But I'm kind of the real antagonist in the story. I'm Uncle Bonzo. Well, Bonzo is a Japanese religious figure from Buddhism, basically a priest. And he's the one that comes in and finds out that she is now converted to Christianity at a great offense to her whole religion, her whole family. Swears that she is now renounced and tells everybody else to renounce her. And that is really the big tragedy of the story. It's unfortunate that Pinkerton marries her out of convenience and doesn't realize how much she loves him, but it's really the Bonds and her family that renounce her that makes her lose everything when Pinkerton leaves. Because when he leaves, then she literally has nothing.
Where are we at in the story and this number that you're going to sing for us?
This next number is just right after the wedding. Everybody's very happy, of course, and then he comes in and shouts at her and says, "What were you doing at that mission?" She went up to the Christian mission and converted the night before, previously, and so he calls everybody to renounce her, even her own mother. He gets her, as his sister gets her to renounce her and leave them, leave her forever. Well, it doesn't. This is a kind of opera that doesn't necessarily have individual pieces. It's called through compose. We just keep singing.
So the wedding just ended, and here's Uncle Bonzo. Yep.
You could
go to opening nights this Saturday, on the screen they'll have super titles, so you'll be able to follow along. But if you want to really experience it, you can also close your eyes and just listen to the music and the beautiful words being sung. Our next guest is Joshua Jetson. He actually plays two roles. He got two parts in this production?
I have two parts. I play in Prudio Cusio, that's the marriage counselor, and then I also play Yelmadori, that is the prince that's trying to go after Butterfly.
We're going to hear a song from you, which is from the marriage counselor. How important is that role in this story?
It is very important because if you don't have a marriage counselor, then this play can't go on.
You're the one who actually marries them, is that right?
Yes, I am the one that marries Butterfly and Pinkerton.
Yeah. So basically, Danny Carey, without Joshua's character as the marriage counselor, they would just
stay there.
Yeah. What happens in Vegas
stays in Vegas,
or shows up on YouTube. Yeah, exactly. So the song that you're going to sing, the portion that we're going to see from you, is this the part where you're marrying them? Is this before the wedding? Where's that part at?
It is during the wedding. I am marrying them at this moment when I am singing this song.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Joshua Jetson. Yes, nice job. Just like any good movie or any good book, we can't give everything away. You'll have to check them out. We'll put a link on our website, Fox13now.com. Opening night is this Saturday. Go check them out. Joshua, thank you so much for sharing your talent with us. Dan, coming up next, we're going to give you a quick lesson. I'm going to give some of our cast members everyday, regular, ordinary phrases. They're going to give it to me in opera style. What's coming up next?
Up on the screen, so you know the storyline. I think it's brilliant.
It's like, what are they talking about, B?
Yeah, and you know, Dan, I love it because it expands our horizon. So obviously people who love opera, they're going to come, but it's also to get people who have never experienced opera to come. It's not really all hoity-toity as you make it out to be, Allison. We're just having some fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of put them on the spot. I'm going to give them everyday phrases, and then first they're going to translate it in Italian, and then give it to us in opera style. We're going to start with River. River, I'll give you something easy. So something like, hi, my name is River.
Ciao, mi chiamo River.
And in opera style?
Ciao, mi chiamo River.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Josh, I'll give you something easy. I'll give you something easy. Look in the camera and see it's very beautiful. That's easy.
Sei molti amo. Sei molti vi amo.
Bella?
Bella.
Bella, okay.
Bella molti amo.
Okay. Sei molti vi amo. Okay, very nice, very nice. Deborah, we'll have you say, let's see. What would you like to say in English? What translate?
How about, hey, Dan, it's okay to say yes.
That's a good one. That's a good one. How do you say that? How do you say that?
Yeah.
Dan, dera si.
All right, and in opera style, Dan.
Oh, well, I'm convinced.
Resonates right here, Dan, right here. Last but surely not least, let's see, here's a phrase that I've been hearing around the newsroom, if you could. Allison, have you found your voice?
Allison, hai trovato la tua voce?
Yep, and in opera, Allison, this is what it sounds like.
Allison, hai trovato la tua voce?
Yeah! See? Tell me you don't want to come to the opera. Yeah?
I know, and they certainly found their voice.
Nice job. High fives all around. All right, we'll be back with more Madama Butterfly. Nice job. see you guys in a little bit. Say no to crypto. Can you say that?
Dice no a crypto.
And how would that sound? How would that sound in opera style?
Dice no a crypto.
Wow, that was really good.
Yeah, it does sound beautiful, and I think that's what this whole thing is about, broadening everyone's horizons. Now, I got to ask you this question, Lynette. Anybody who knows opera, they know this opera, and they know there is a marquee performance, a marquee song in that. What song is that?
Indeed, the marquee song is a famous operatic aria called Un bel dì, which translated means one beautiful day.
Now, what is happening in that part when that song is being sung?
In this part, Cho-Cho-san, who is my character, her servant Suzuki, what she's describing to Suzuki, what she feels will happen the day when her husband, Pinkerton, returns. She's describing seeing the ship come into the harbor, watching him walk up the hill, the Nagasaki hill, and she's going to hide from him for a while, and he's going to call to her all the beautiful names that he called her, and it's going to be a beautiful day, and she says to her at the end, have faith,
right, we're going to give you a little bit of
happen.
culture right now. Check this out.
She's good. Operatic. Thanks today, B. What's up?
Are you playing Operation?
Yeah. Operate. Takes a very steady hand and a very steady voice out there.
Steady voices, yes, that's a good one. That's a good one. Now, I just want to give a shout out and a thank you to Crohn's Hollow. They served as our venue this morning, letting us come here and feature Madama Butterfly. But the actual show happens in Midvale, right on that?
Yes, at the Midvale Performing Arts Center, which is at 695 West Center Street in Midvale. Center Street is 7720 South.
Opening night is this Saturday.
This Saturday at 7 p.m.
Yep, and again, really quick, it's really, I'm looking at the prices, they're very affordable, and in my mind, I'm thinking, you're really just trying to get the opera to the masses.
This was created to bring opera into communities, and it's going to be in an intimate little theater so that people can really hear the operatic voice up close and become familiar with how it really is. There are so many myths out there about opera that I wanted to break those myths and help opera so that it can survive and prosper.
Really get really up close and feel it.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
So we're going to give you a quick synopsis of the Madama Butterfly. If you've missed any of the performances this morning, this should give you a good taste. And we'll end with this. Check this out. Remember, if you want to see the entire thing, Saturday's opening night, we'll put a link on our website, Fox13now.com, and that's the best place to go for all the information on Madama Butterfly. Right now, we're going to say goodbye. Thank you so much, guys. Back to you guys in the studio. Bye, guys.
Very talented.